Hey guys, what's going on today? I wanted to do a quick video on SPX and the market as a whole, just to see where we are right now and what's going on in the market. So we're at a really important spot right now. Um, as you can see, we have an uptrend from this low of 1800 following through, right, from the February lows and bouncing off there, and we have this uptrend here established. And then from these February highs or these January highs that we dropped off from, we found that support, and then we came up and essentially topped out here, and then dropped down back to this long-term downtrend and lost it, right? So we formed this pattern here, and this pattern is an ascending triangle pattern, right? And we broke down. We actually broke down from it, but we caught this last support right off of 266 to 64 of SPX. Okay, we caught that last support, and now we're trying to get back in this pattern. Okay, we still have some room in this pattern to play out before it takes a dive, okay, or pops up, whichever it is. Okay, most likely probably take a dive. Okay, but not yet. We probably have some more. If we could get above here, we could get some more and possibly go, double top or whatever it is, and then drop down. But this is a very important spot right here. Why? It's because if you guys seen my other video with when we break down and when we come back and back test, so this previous trend line here from the 1800 support here, this previous trend line was support, right? You can see that support, 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 and now, okay, acting as support was support, broke down, and now it's acting as resistance. This is very important because is it going to remain resistance, right? It was previously support. Now, is it going to remain resistance? If that remains resistance, then that's bad news. For bulls, it's good news for bears. Because if this confirms that this is resistance, then we turn around and head down. And this is the best spot to be a bear, as this is the top. Essentially this was the top if this is the top, but this is the top for right now. Okay, so if this confirms that this is resistance now, this trend line, and we cannot get above this 2798 here resistance line, if we can't get above there and hold, see, we try to get above there and we failed. Okay, if we can't get above there and get a close above there, we're heading back down. Okay, so this is a very important area right now for SPX. The market as a whole, ES has the same thing, SPY same thing, SPY, SPX, ES are pretty much the same. So this is what we're watching. Okay, we have this downward, sideways consolidation, which is essentially a bear flag. But now, if we get above here and get a close, this might act as support again. Okay, and then this might be the bottom, and then we start heading up again. Okay, to the, possibly, 2955 to, I don't think we'll get to 3,000. Maybe a spike, but then a come back down. Who knows? But if we get back, basically, if we get back into this pattern, we have this room here, okay, and it's going to be choppy, okay. But if we fail to get back into this uptrend line, then we confirm that we're going down. Okay, and it's gonna be a big down day, because this bear flag here is is a pretty big bear flag. So if we do drop down, it's going to have a bigger, probably a bigger candle than here. Probably a candle this size, but filled in more. It's not going to have so much tails. It's going to just drop probably to this 100 DMA. So something to watch. I think next week for Turkey week, we have a short week, so we're probably gonna rally on a low volume. We'll see if we could get above here. We might even stop here, or who knows. But this is the point of interest that I'm watching. 279812 on resistance. We want to close above there next week. If we could do that, looks like we're going back to bull. Okay, bull chop, right? If we cannot get above that, then guess what? We confirm down. Then if we break this, especially if we break this last support, then we're toast. We're done. It's just it's you can't get no more confirmations than that. It's one confirmation, 2, 3, and that's it. This pattern is firing. This ascending triangle is firing down, and we're heading down. Okay. And what would the targets be on this ascending triangle? Well, we take the high points, right? Take the high points. This is just a guesstimate, right? We take the high points of that, and then we take it to the breakdown, and essentially we will be heading to 2400 area if this confirms down. Okay. So if we are heading to 2400, which is also psychological level, right? 2400. We extend that to the left and see, do we have any support there? Okay, we have some support there. Yeah, we have some support there. We have resistance, and then we have some support there. Okay, and that's the bottom of this trend. Okay, so that's where this trend started. This trend started at 2400. Okay, so that would be a good price target to get. If this confirms down, then 2400 would be the long-term target, okay? And if it breaks that, this 200-day on the weekly at 2333 would be the next target. But just know to watch this level and watch this pattern, as we did break it prematurely, as usually it gets to maybe here or even here, but we did break it prematurely, so maybe it gets back up, goes up for a while. Maybe this is the fake out going back to bull, and then we break down again, right? But if we break down up here, the targets are going to be a little higher. So if we break down up here, say, let's see here. So if we break down here, right? If we, somehow we get all the way up here, okay, and we break down here, then our target's going to be the February lows, right? So basically, the February lows would be our target there, right? But one good thing that I am noticing that is pushing me in the direction that we're getting back up in here is we made a high here, and we made a low. We made a higher low, right? We made a higher high, we made a higher low, made a lower high than that one, but then a higher low. And then here we made a higher high than this high. And then here, if we do get above there, this is a higher low than this low. So we still are essentially uptrending. It's just not as strong. So when we get back in here, I mean, we could possibly make a high to 3,000 and then top out and then reverse and fall. That's always a possibility. But we'll just see how it goes. right? We got to play each day, day to day, each week, day to day. I mean, each week, week to week, and each month, month to month. So from right here, from what I can see right now, this is a very important spot because we're back testing that support and we're seeing if it is resistance. It is acting as resistance thus far. But if we can get above there next week, possibly, then we'll be okay to run up a little bit for the holidays into next year. And then possibly sometime next year, maybe even February again. Who knows? We could drop. Okay. So, little FYI, indicators are showing that the sellers are in control completely. DMI showing sellers are in control. CCI showing sellers are in control. RSI showing that sellers are in control. Okay. No divergences. No bullish divergence on the weekly, at least. There is one on the daily. There is a bullish divergence on the daily, but we have to get above this level. Okay, that's key. So here, this possible inverse head and shoulders here, we need to get back to that neckline, right? Because this is the neckline here. That's the neckline. We need to get back there, and we need to break out. We can't get back there and fail, because then that's also the resistance line that we're looking at. Okay, so we need to get back there, and we need to push. If we get back there and we fail, then that's no good. That's going to be a sign. If we fail here, that's going to be a sign to get puts and go long puts. Okay, so that's the plan. That's the plan. You know, break it down as easy as I could. Okay, we come back here and we get rejected here, we're going down, and price target's going to be essentially 2,400. 2,400 is going to be the main price target on that fall. But I mean, 50% of that, our first price target will probably be, 25.50, right? 25.50 probably be our price target one. So that's saying that this comes and fails here, and then we drop down. If we break this last support, then that's for sure 25.50, right? So we'll see. Hope you guys found it not only interesting but educational in seeing the patterns and this back test and fail. If you guys don't know what back test and fail is, it's on my YouTube, so just check it out. It explains exactly what it is. When we break down, we break through support, especially support that was acting as support for a very long period of time. When we break down from it, it usually comes back and it tests it to see, is there really sellers there and no buyers, or are there still buyers there? Okay, as of right now, it's telling us there's sellers there and no buyers. But if we get above there and we push back, then we are confirming there are still some buyers there. Okay, as of right now, we're not there. We need to get above there. Okay, so watch for that this week, or even next week, and there you go. There's your bull and there's your bear case. All right, hope you guys found it interesting and knowledgeable. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thanks, guys. See you guys next time.